NAR is trying everything they can to polish the turd that became their name ever since we realized en masse that NAR really doesn't represent realtors, nor do they represent the client, the home owner or the home seller or the home buyer. They're just there to make money and be a political resource to bully Congress into doing their wishes. And now they're trying to bolster and say NAR secures wins for the veterans. Well, they didn't do anything. This has nothing to do with what they did. This has everything to do with reinforcing the help that veterans desperately need. And this is just a continuous ongoing thing that we're doing for veterans, not on just on an association side, but a regulatory side, and for the veterans and for the entire real estate industry. But they really weren't part of this. They're spinning it so that it looks like they're trying to do it. Because if you remember last year, they got sued billions of dollars. And I think it went down to hundreds of millions of dollars. Anyway, there's a massive reform. There's massive this, there's massive all sorts of stuff. And it was a big black eye on NAR because they weren't doing everything they could for the consumer or their agents that they're forced into their monopoly or into their union or however you want to look at it. So I don't, even though I am forced to be a realtor, I don't use that term anymore because I don't think it means what it means anymore, what it originally started out as. And shame on them for trying to spin this as they're like, oh, we did this and they're advocating for the don't. Shame on you, NAR. Mortgage rates dropped the lowest level in 10 months, upping purchasing power in a buyer-friendly market. I told you this was going to happen. Even though Powell hasn't dropped rates, we're still lowering rates because the industry is requiring it in order for us to keep buyers into the market. This isn't going to bring in a flood of buyers. This is going to bring in buyers that are kind of looking at the market and seeing what's going on and waiting for the rates to drop. Well, guess what? Rates dropped. Today, we're 25 bips or basis points down from the all-time high, which was, well, actually 7.68, 7.8%. Today, we're down to 6.72, 6.57, which is a 30-year fixed, 6.72 for a jumbo. And if you're unquoted, you're looking at 6%, which you can drop that down to 5.5%, I bet, if you pay enough points. My point is here that 5.5% to 6% is the parity in order for buyers and sellers to meet and be happy together, make that a balanced market. I always talk about a balanced market. For the last 30 years, it's been a seller's market, and sellers are very spoiled right now, expecting as is, expecting high prices, expecting this, and what have you. And over the last 3 months, we saw buyers turn away and say, I've had enough. I'm not going to play those games anymore. I'm just going to sit and wait and watch houses sit on a market, and a lot more houses have sat on market. Not all of them. Houses are still selling quite fast in the Santa Clara County, the 12 Bay Area counties. They're still selling rather fast, but if they're not priced properly, I'll say it again, if they're not priced properly, they're going to sit on the market, and then the seller is going to think that the agent is an idiot. Condition, location, and market. The market is demanding that buyers take their time. The market is saying that I'm going to take my time. If I'm a buyer, I'm going to look at, because there's a ton of properties out there and there's not a lot of buyers. And, I'm going down to Monterey this weekend or tomorrow. And one of three of the houses that we're looking at, and these are high-end houses, was already in contract, and it was less than 20 days that they went into contract. It's not abnormal. I had a house go on market, and within 5 days, I had 2 offers. So if your house is properly priced based on the condition, location, and the market that's demanding it, meaning you're looking at the comps and saying, this is what my house I think is worth, your house is going to sell fast. If you're overpriced, you're going to sit on market. So you can read this, links in the blog. So please take a look at it. The link's also in, I think, in the comments, but go to the blog, check it out. Los Gatos House of the Week, not my listing, University Ave. It's a busy street, $2.7 million, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, and it is on University. I like this house because, one, it's expensive for the area, but it's walking distance to downtown. This is awesome. You get a lot of traffic on this street, though. Just be aware, right? But it's a nice little cottage. There's nothing great about it, but it's your little place in Los Gatos, and you can walk to downtown. You can walk to Santa Cruz Ave. That's why I like it. All right. This is highs and lows in Santa Clara County. This is the highest sold home in Santa Clara County, $3.8 million. Kingsgate Drive. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,200 square feet, built in 1958, and it's right here. Right. Let me open this up here for you. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. Oh, my hair's all jacked up. So there it is. If you're looking at a map, it's right here in 280-85, right in Sunnyvale. And there you go. This is a standard ranch home, nothing super fancy. It looks like they updated it back in the 1990s or early 2000s. There's a little wine fridge there. So yeah, it's a nice house. But here's the thing. When you list a house, don't be a market maker. Attract the market. Go below what the home value is, and buyers will come, right? If you have 6 open houses and 40, 50 people come through and you still don't have an offer, chances are your house is being marketed correctly, but you're overpriced, right? This is the lowest list price to sales price ratio, which is, sorry, kind of befuddled here, 70%. Original list price is $1.3 million. This is in Morgan Hill. This is up, it's in fire country, but it's not in the Mass Hills. But it looks like it was, oh no, this is Holiday Estates. Yeah, so at 37 days on market, this one looks like it was distressed, and somebody found out, and guess what? They took advantage of it and dropped the price $390,000 off of list price, 70% off of list price because of condition. This house, oh yeah, this house is a total beater. There's no reason it should have ever started off at 1.35. Okay, the bathroom was, that looks like a kitchen. No, that's a bathroom. Should you stage your house? Yeah, I think, if your house is lacking in any area, meaning your kitchen's older or your bathroom or it's original, stage the house, paint it up, make it look fresh, make it look right and ready to sell, somebody to move in, right? If I came into a house and I go, there's 5 different colors on the walls, and I need to redo the floors, I need to redo the kitchen, I'm not going to pay premium for it. I'm going to pay less than that for it. So there you go. All right, that's it for now. 10 minutes. That was easy. Thanks for watching. I'm Vito with Abitano. We'll see you out there. Talk to you soon.